And we are back here live from Bali, Indonesia, the island of gods, for the IESF International Tournament 2022.
Yeah, we are back. We are at the fire stage, I think it was, that we were in. So
exactly.
Again, looking at it, we've had some very good games so far, and we're only a quarter of the way through. We've got four pretty big games, should I say, that are on the way.
Yes, of course. And the one that is coming right after us is Turkmenistan against Austria.
Yeah, again, you talk about cultures and clashes that you wouldn't normally see. Again, two nations that would probably never have interacted with each other on an e-football stage had this tournament not really been here. So, again, it would be interesting to see what styles kind of clashing against one another really produce in this game.
Exactly. And we saw on the first game, Trinidad-Tobago really blast Chad. It was 9-0. Bahrain versus Tajikistan was 6-1. So in this case, do you think we may expect more goals? We may expect more control? These are the players. Let's look at their attitudes. If they look happy.
They look relaxed, which is always what you kind of want from a player, especially in this environment. And looking at both players and looking at both teams and looking at where we are in terms of the games within groups, the fact that we are kind of getting closer to the end of these groups, all of these games are actually important. So obviously we're going to take a look at the verses here. Of course, you can see Turkmenistan on your left, Austria on your right. Austria have a little bit of pedigree when it comes to former eFootball players. Of course, you've got players who are coaches in the form of Lutti, as we know far too well. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear his name mentioned if he's watching. But again, in terms of like historic tendencies, you would be leaning towards Austria as producing better players. But of course, Turkmenistan are a little bit of an unknown entity in these types of environments. We're going to see the stats here, and as you can see, there's only not too much to separate them. Yeah,
kind of an attacking play by Turkmenistan with 21 shots. It's almost the double as the one took by the Austria player. 12 shots on target against 9 shots on target. So what I'm expecting from this game is many goals.
Yeah, I would expect goals from this, and I would expect both teams to actually try and just take the attacking kind of almost impetus and take almost the lead in the dance, as it were. You would want to get ahead quite quickly if you were Austria or Turkmenistan in this environment. So
what do you think at home? Who is going to win this match? Who is going to win this tournament? There is $25,000 in prizes, because remember, these players are professional players in most of the cases. Some of them are not, but all of them want to be like the best player in the world for this beautiful game. And this is our prediction for this game.
Yeah, I mean, and looking at the predictions, I think yourself have gone with Turkmenistan. I've gone to Austria purely on the basis of lineage. But we're going to see exactly how this kind of shakes out as we do cut to our gameplay. We will interestingly see what two teams are here, and we can see it's a Barcelona v Barcelona once more. But again, that does promote a little bit of a quandary as to what teams or what players are being used by both teams.
So let's see which kit. Austria with the champagne shirt and Turkmenistan with the dark shirt.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Turkmenistan have got in the virtual locker here, as all goes down the left-hand side. Is Jordi Alba into Frenkie de Jong. It's intercepted by Pedri. Pedri to Busquets. Busquets up to Dembele. Dembele plays the ball through the line. It's onside. It's Robert Lewandowski. Slows himself down, gets his composure, and finds the back of the net. Austria take a very early lead.
And Austria, it's 100% effectivity. One attack, one goal.
It's a fantastic start for Austria.
Yes.
And again, for those of you at home that may be thinking, that looked offside to me.
No.
In reality, what will have happened if we see a longer or a deeper replay, you probably would have saw that the right back was playing the defender on, or playing the attacker on. You'll find in eFootball, those runners will only make those runs if they know they're onside. And again, the minute you see a hand go out, you know they're onside, so just play them a ball immediately. If you leave it too long, they'll then run offside. So again,
that's an
very
excellent tip.
high level kind of IQ from Austria there to show that gameplay. And as we'll see, Ousmane Dembele look to get down the right-hand side here for Turkmenistan. Ball into the box, header on! And I couldn't tell, was that a save or a post? And it looks like it was a save.
I think it's a save because it's a corner kick.
And it's gone for a corner indeed. Great eyes, Fedita.
The angle was very difficult. It was not difficult. An easy angle. He tried, but you know, it's very difficult to score in that position.
Yeah, it's incredibly difficult. It was only the Tajikistan game where we saw an acute angle almost, and that was very much almost a you know, kind of a diamond in the rough, as it were. As we see Dembele, beautiful ball into the box. It's cleared away once more. And it's Sergio Busquets that will recover that for Austria, and Kunde will recover that once more for Turkmenistan. So again, settling down into a little bit of a rhythm this game. Free kick.
We have foul.
Free kick given to Turkmenistan. And again, we've seen free kicks over the course of day one and day two be used to great effect. Here is Dembele. Launches it into the box. It was high and it was deep, but
that was that kind of ball that you never know if it's a cross or it's a shot, and not even the player knows.
No, I don't. I think it was more out of, as we said, hope rather than expectation in certain regards. But sometimes you do have to take a chance here or there, and especially with the way that we are in terms of the groups at the moment, there may need to be more chances on, but there may be one here for Turkmenistan. It's Rafinha in towards Lewandowski. Lewandowski goes to the keeper.
What happened?
The ball goes to the keeper. There's a collision. The ref has not given the penalty.
I think that he went all in for the penalty.
And
he was expecting it.
You can anticipate it, but you can never guarantee a penalty in eFootball. Here's Dembele into the box. There's a big chance. It's deflected over the bar. There's a corner ball.
It's knocking at the door of the goal.
Yep, they are indeed. The enemies are at the gates, certainly. They will be defended, though, here. Here's Kounde. It's cleared away, actually, by defensively on Memphis Depay, but it's back into danger here. Is Depay into Sergio Busquets. Lewandowski into Dembele. Dembele just looking to create some spaces here. It's Hector Bellerin. We haven't seen him deployed too many times by Barcelona players. It looks to add a different dimension to the attack with Hector Bellerin. As we see, great ball in from Bellerin. Here's Lewandowski, big shot, and it was just deflected. It would have tested the keeper, I would say, but it is now a corner ball to Austria, and that kind of momentum pendulum swings back the other way.
There is an attribute I like in the Austria player, and it's the patience. He doesn't get mad. He doesn't get rushed to do whatever it takes. He expects from the moment. He looks, he measures, and for now, this is working.
Yeah, it certainly is, and it gives no reason for Austria to change their game plan either. They've gone a goal up. They have control of the game. They don't need to push too hard, but again, you have to be careful of the counter-attacks coming back the other way. Here's Rafinha. Rafinha puts a step in and tries to get away from Bellerin, but it is cleared away eventually by Frenkie de Jong as the counter-attack comes back the other way. Dembele can't get the pass off. It's Araujo out to Jordi Alba. Out to Araujo to de Jong. It's quick feet from Turkmenistan. The ball rolls through the defender. And it's cleared to Memphis Depay. Depay, de Jong. Dembele. Here's Pedri. It's just control, as you said. It's control. It's exerting control from Austria here. Here's Hector Bellerin. There's Sergio Busquets. Lewandowski goes for the turn and strike. I haven't seen that too many times. But
you know, for moments, the game turns almost into a puzzle when you look like if they're looking for a missing piece, you know?
Yes.
And you say, but they are close. Why they don't shoot at target? And the answer is because they know that there are some angles that it just doesn't work. So you need to be on the exact spot, on the exact place, And these players know it by heart.
Absolutely, absolutely they do. As De Jong looks to play it forward, is Pedri. Turkmenistan looking dangerous here. It's into the box. It's deflected wide for a corner. Again, that rear guard of Austria proving to be effective. Yeah. And as you said, there's always pieces to the puzzle that you need to unearth. That you've got to find that last part. I mean, we found it once already. Whether Turkmenistan can find one, they can't just yet.
And for sure, the casual player will shoot like 5 plays before they do.
Yeah, they always look for, well, in terms of players of this caliber, they will always look for the percentage shots. Here is De Jong, Dembele. It's Bellerin that will get that one clear.
So my question is always the same. What will happen if a regular casual player plays against one of these players? How much can one expect to lose?
I don't think, strangely, when you go into a game of eFootball, as we'll see, this one just peter out, and we can make this point here. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day in the game of eFootball. You know, for example, I may turn up one day, or you may turn up one day, we may play one another, and you might beat me 5 times out of 5. On another day, I might beat you 5 times out of 5.
No, that's not possible. I mean, regular players.
I forgot you have retired your hands. I forgot about
that. I mean regular players.
But so for regular players, if you see, say for example, the username of some of these players pop up, have no fear. Play your game. Don't worry about what they're doing. You can always put your mark onto somebody. There is always a way to beat another player.
Yeah, the thing,
it's difficult, but it's doable.
The thing I saw is that it's more difficult for a casual player to defend against a pro player than to score.
Yeah.
I mean, score is possible. Defend is very, very difficult against this kind of player because they have like mechanized already the plays. They can do it with their eyes closed.
Yeah. I think interestingly, the thing to watch out for if you are looking to compete against some of these players, be careful of double touch. Be careful of diving in too quickly. If you are looking to try and defend your goal, try and shield and try and basically face up your player. As the ball goes into the box, it's cleared away. But try and just.
It's not about to make fouls.
Yeah, it's not about taking the ball away from somebody. It's about delaying an attack. That's the way to kind of get through here. As we see, ball going forward here. Lewandowski looking to roll it in, but it's cleared away by the goalkeeper. Not convincingly, but it's always very...
That was too risky.
Very fortunate indeed.
That was too risky again.
It was very, but sometimes with risk comes reward, and we may just see some reward here. If passes can be completed, as we seemingly say, it does go by the wayside. Here now, though, we do have Memphis Depay on the left-hand side. He just dispossessed. Ball ricochets into midfield here. Frankie de Jong. There's Lewandowski. Ousmane Dembele with a strike. It's snuffed out and cleared. It's back once again here. It'll be Dembele. Blocked off. Ball's ricochet. Dembele!
And we have another goal. In this case for Austria.
And I'm looking at it saying I don't think Turkmenistan could have done much more. In terms of their defending there, it was actually very good. The issue was, of course, as we've said, it can be one ricochet either way, and it causes problems. And that's what we saw there. The first shot was deflected, and the ricochet was defended, but then we lost the ball because it wasn't able to be cleared. Here's De Jong looking to press the issue, though. Here's Memphis Depay. Neat little back heel in towards Dembele. Shrugged off his defender, nothing given, and it's a corner ball. So Turkmenistan, there are still signs of life here. And please, obviously, if you are watching at home, please don't forget, we have another game after this. So
of course, because we play at the best of 2 matches.
Indeed.
This is the first one. It's 2-0 for Austria.
Nice ball into the box. Lewandowski!
And now it's 2-1.
I was about to say, curse of the commentator. You've just said the score, and Lewandowski makes it 2-1. Signs of life from Turkmenistan. Well played. Well played. Great ball in. And a neat little header.
And if you are with headphones, you may surely hear that some people
are rooting for Turkmenistan. So it's nice to hear that there's some support in the building. Again, it's always nice to see nations be represented, and especially if there are delegates and there are supporters here, it makes all the difference in terms of atmosphere. It may just give Turkmenistan just a little bit more of a shot of adrenaline here as they look to make their way in, but it was dispossessed. But as you can see as well, bottom of your screen, more of an attacking mentality, which means players will be flying forward. One of them is at the back post there. Memphis Depay. What's the ref give it? Oh, it's an offside. My heart was in my mouth for a minute. I thought the ref had given a very controversial penalty. Oh, what an opportunity that would have been.
Did you hear again all the people going, ooh?
Yeah, there's certainly some investment in these games, and as we said, it's to put your country and your nation on the map. That's what these types of events and occasions will do.
And also how you get along with other players.
Oh, absolutely. Great give and go opportunity there. Depay didn't give it back, but he still got there anyway. Lewandowski! Oh! What an opportunity that was.
Terrible opportunity by the post.
That passage of play as well just goes to show. I was saying that it's a great give and go opportunity. Just goes to show that you can go and play things differently if you really want to, and you can still get chances in the box.
I think that he's still in the match, even when he's a little bit behind, just one goal difference. But this match is far of being close.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's got the vibe almost at the moment that Austria just can't quite get their feet back in the game. It's almost as though Turkmenistan have kind of almost become a python and slowly starting to strangle this game away from Austria, even though they're only losing 2-1, and it's just out of possession. But Austria back on the counter. This is where, again, we talk about committing numbers and being dangerous.
And Austria has a very committed defense.
It does indeed. It does indeed. But if you can move the ball quick enough, you can dislodge any defence on the planet. And we may just see some of that as Depay just tries to get his feet in there. Can't get the ball away. The Austrian attack coming back the other way. And it's just there. There is still time on the clock here. Ball tries to get down the right. It's ricocheted kindly. There for Turkmenistan is Memphis Depay. Depay has Lewandowski in the middle if he can use him, if he can find him. And it's PK that clears it away. And Pedri, as you'll see, bottom of your screen as well, Austria realising the danger of move to one defensive.
With his last breath, he went for the cross with his last breath.
Yep.
It was not enough.
It wasn't enough at that point. There is still time here. There's still time, and there's still chances to be had here. Ball cleared down the right-hand side here. Ousmane Dembele, Frenkie de Jong. Litany of all-stars within this Barcelona team looking to be used to full effect. There's de Jong to lead it forward. Time ticking down here. Depay. Lewandowski in towards Ansu Fati. Takes the strike. It's ricocheted and it's back the other way again. And
the last step is the one that's failing.
It's the critical moment.
Yeah.
It's the critical moment that you need.
So he's doing everything okay except the shot at target.
What was it you said about a puzzle earlier?
Yeah.
It's the last piece of the puzzle that Turkmenistan are looking for here.
It's kind of difficult, but he's just one goal behind.
Yep.
And that's why also he cannot play like madman.
I think for the second half, it's been all Turkmenistan.
Yes.
I can't really think about when Austria have had them in trouble second half. So
2 substitutions in minute 89.
But as we say, if there's one more chance on the clock, and you can see there an all-out attack order given at the bottom of your screen for Turkmenistan, that normally requires, or it normally means that there's going to be a defender who goes forward. And as such, there's not long left here. Ball goes out to the left-hand side. Dembele, is there going to be enough time here? No, the ref has called time. It is 2-1 to Austria.
Excellent match.
Really, really good match to open up this best of two. And again, kind of almost provides more questions than answers, I feel.
Yeah, look at the faces of the players. They seem like waiting for the second match. They know that the match is open. The bracket is completely open. It's just one goal. One goal in this kind of setting, the best of two games, is nothing.
Yep.
So you cannot relax on one goal, and you cannot get depressed on one goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a really open marker. Both players, I think, have a good understanding of the game.
Yes,
a
absolutely.
good understanding of strategy. A little bit more precise, Austria on the first half, but as you said, on the second half, it was everything for Turkmenistan. So I think on the second match, we may see something completely different.
I think in terms of the support that obviously we heard for Turkmenistan, obviously as we heard every opportunity that was almost there, or even for the goal, we heard cheers and shouts. That might just have a little bit to say in this, because if you know that there are people in the room backing you, like I said, it can give you a shot. And to be honest, if we saw that second half, there is a lot of positive things that you can see for Turkmenistan there. Yes, okay, they went in at 2-0 down at half time, but second half, completely different player.
Yes, we had balls on the post. We had very close defense turnout.
We had a good set piece at the corner for the goal.
Exactly.
There was so many different facets of eFootball that are there, that there's a lot of almost green shoots of recovery for Turkmenistan. But also, let's lend a hand to Austria. The fact that they were able to defensively hold off Turkmenistan in that second half after taking 2-goal lead. Again, if you were thinking back to legends of the past in terms of their esports kind of pedigree, that's exactly what they do. They get 2 goals and they just stop you.
Exactly. And what do you think at home? Who are you watching it? Whoa.
There's other games that are also going on, folks. So please be advised, if you do see people behind us jumping up and down, that's exactly what you're seeing.
Who are you watching with? Who are you rooting for? Who do you think is going to win this tournament? I don't have it yet. But I think that the games are getting better and better and better, and competitors are ready once again. Look at the guy from Austria.
Yeah, I've had a couple of chats with the Austrian representative outside. Very, again, nice, very cordial individual. Again, same with all of the players that we have encountered, and all of the, as we said before, the staff members that we've encountered. Incredibly nice, incredibly friendly, very kind of family feel to it. But the minute they cross that line, the minute they call their nation to the stage, all pleasantries are out of the window. Faces change, and almost the devils appear behind them as if they are ready to go to war. It's such a different vibe when they step into that arena.
And it's also for you at home. At that part, you will not see this because it's off stage, but we have a lot of players waiting for their turn. And I in the breaks, I want to go there and hear what they say.
Yeah.
Some of them are like relaxed, but you can see who is playing next without talking.
Yes.
Just for the look at their face, you can see, because minutes before your game, you start to change.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You start to enter a mood because you have to.
Well, it's like I said earlier. It's almost you get to a point where you forget to breathe. You just go. Every part of my energy, every part of my focus and attention is on that virtual pitch. Everything else around me, it's like you almost encase yourself in a bubble. And as we saw earlier when we saw Tajikistan versus Bahrain, somebody punctures that bubble, as we've just heard there again as well. If somebody punctures that bubble,
I think
the issue you have.
Luxembourg player.
So if somebody punctures that bubble, it can shake you. So. Again, for these two who are very cool and very calm, very collected, there's not been any emotion from them, but I wouldn't expect it from those nations. However, as you've said, the likes of Luxembourg, Bahrain, animated individuals, because when you speak to them outside, they love the game. So, of course, they're going to, the minute that if you love a game of football, if you love a game, a video game or an e-football video game, as soon as you start doing well on it, you'll immediately go, oh yeah, I need to tell everybody I'm doing really well. So, of course, you're just going to be very pumped up. So, we'll get on to game 2 because I believe they are ready for us.
Okay, let's see if that's true. Here we have the players taking the last sip of water, checking the phone for the last time, and here we come for the second match. Is Turkmenistan against Austria, Barcelona versus Barcelona. That's it. Just 1 goal is the difference until now. In this case, in favor of Austria. 2-1 was the first match.
Yeah, and I think, as we said, we're going to have to see what comes out of Turkmenistan now. In terms of, again, we talk about it constantly, and the key word today has been response.
Yes,
you need to see something now. But that second half was all Turkmenistan, and that's what you would need in terms of confidence to take it into an next game to go, okay, I may have lost that first game, but at least I've got a foothold in this tie, as it were. So you've got something to latch onto. You know that you can do some damage, and like I said, all the pressure was right onto Austria there, and it's now all going to be a case of what could be produced here.
So here we are live from Bali, the island of gods, in beautiful Indonesia, with my friend Gueza, sharing this amazing tournament, the IESF. More than 100 countries are competing against each other. Clash of cultures, clash of playing styles.
Absolutely.
But what unites us is the love of video gaming. And
Absolutely.
Here we are for the second match. Austria 2, Turkmenistan 1. Barcelona against Barcelona. Turkmenistan in the white shirt. Austria in the classic Barcelona shirt.
Yeah, and the old sporting adage goes, styles make fights. And in this instance, it's exactly that. Styles are going to make this game even more intriguing than it already was. And again, we talk about the kind of the ramification, the effects of these results. Every point and every goal and every result will count massively for these teams. Whether it's a case of, looking at it here as we see Lewandowski looks to try and feel his way into the middle there, but even as you think about it from a almost a visibility point of view, these two are on live stream. It's probably the first time in quite some time. And for Austria to be on a live stream, it's probably the first time ever that Turkmenistan have been. It's a real kind of almost shop window for them, as we see Rafinha trying to work his way into the box there. Header on, it's a save there, but to really kind of showcase their talent. So it's as much as we talk about the national pride, there's very much a personal one too.
Yes, of course. And in this case, I'm seeing the Turkmenistan player doing everything okay except the last step. Is just the last one that's missing. The rest is very good, but in this game, goals are very important. Are the thing that makes you win or make you lose. Mm-hmm. So you have to have a very important focus on the definition,
Absolutely. On the final touch, as we see here, it's Frankie de Jong tries to get wriggled through in the box. A good save from the goalkeeper. It's just off the line.
Amazing.
Great awareness to get it away, but it's cleared away. Big strike that was on from Lewandowski.
These are the balls that we talked yesterday and we talked today. An error, a casualty may turn a match heads over.
Yeah, and that's absolutely true. I mean, and again, if you looked at how that occurred, Turkmenistan were just trying to clear the ball. They just managed to just put a body in the way. As we see here, Dembele looks to loft one into the box. It's headed back towards Marc-Andre ter Stegen. It's out wide here to Dembele. Dembele looking forward. He does take a sidestep and comes back into the fence. It's Pedri. Out wide, intercepted by Hector Bellerin. Pedri out wide to Ousmane Dembele. Dembele, long-range cross into the box. Cleared away, and it's cleared away from danger. Here's Pedri to Depay.
Good defense in this case for Turkmenistan that wants to rebuild his playing style from the base, from his own goal.
You sometimes have to go back to go forward. That is pretty much the case here. Here's Pedri to Lewandowski. Dembele, Lewandowski. Lewandowski with the strike, stung the hands of the goalkeeper. It is a corner.
It's a nice match. No goals yet.
Yeah, it's delicately poised. It's out towards Pedri at the edge of the box. Now we're trying to get that back in. De Jong with the acrobatics. First time we've seen one of those, or at least an attempt of one of those. Here's Lewandowski to Depay.
That's difficult also to do because of the balance in the game. Because you can do that kind of trick shots with special players, special plays. But as you said earlier, this kind of setting, it removes the ballets and picks of the players, and it keeps like a central value, an average, let's say.
Yeah, there's a bit of a mistake there. Luckily, Turkmenistan got away with that one. But yeah, in terms of the balance of this game at the moment, it's delicately poised. Ball goes into the box once more. There's a little bit of a collision there, but he takes it away, and Turkmenistan looking to get forward once more. There's Rafinha to Pedri, Depay, Lewandowski goes wide. Looks for support, can't find it. Pedri does win the header. It's Depay, De Jong. Back to Pedri. It's intercepted. And counter-attack could be on here for Austria, but again, nullified quite quickly by Turkmenistan. Again, positive signs, very much so here for Turkmenistan. Good little piece of football here. It's in towards Rafinha. Oh, it's one body.
Once again a deflection. Once again a bounce.
It's one body between potentially testing the Austrian goalkeeper. Ball is still on here. Is Dembele into the box. Spanish goal around. Oh!
And
it's Memphis Depay.
And you see the player waving. Right now it's like he just went up of an up, but the goal was really vocal.
It was. And in terms of the reaction, that's the first real sign of emotion we've seen for Turkmenistan. Ball goes into the box. It doesn't convincingly get headed clear by the defender. Up pops Memphis Depay with one of those complicated bicycle kicks that we said were very hard to do. No sooner did we say that, he pops up and gets a scissor kick. Wonderful finish.
And this is very important for when you want to improve your game. Take a look at what this guy done. He doesn't went mad. He didn't went ballistic. 40 minutes it took for him to score the goal that he needed to make it 2-2.
The key word that you were using yesterday, there was quite a few of them, to be fair to you. Keyword, patience. That's what it was. It was patience, and it was deliberate. Oh, it's nearly gone in off his own man. What an error that might have been.
And this is the corner kick for Austria that wants to score again before the first half ends, because in that case the psychological impact may be great.
Certainly would take an impact here. Is Hector Bellerin. Ball, nice little back heel. It's Pedri in the box. It's recovered by Pedri in the box, and again, good reactions by Turkmenistan there to just get the ball out of play. It was good reactions, even though the ball had been almost thefted by Austria. They managed to keep the ball and get rid of it. Ball is cleared away once more. Here is Memphis Depay looking to launch a counter-attack for Turkmenistan. A nice little shape to get rid of it, but unfortunately, skill move doesn't quite come off just as planned. Is Pedri. Ball goes clear here. Is Rafinha. Lewandowski. In towards Depay. Depay looking, got a man over. One of them is Ousmane Dembele. Back across towards Lewandowski. Ball's going to go out of play, but the ref is going to call time before he does.
I hear the
the whistle.
The whistle, and there is nothing to do, but we still have one more half.
We still do, and again, delicately poised in terms of where we're looking at. Pretty even in terms of chances, pretty even in terms of gameplay. It's just Turkmenistan managed to find that little bit of magic that they needed right when they needed it.
Do you remember how the say goes? El que hace el gol gana. The one who makes the goal wins. And this is something that we used to say when it's just like the final minutes, but also in this case, the one that takes the lead now can be the winner of the game.
Yeah, it's all about how to get in front and stay in front. And interestingly, bottom of your screen here, Turkmenistan slightly more attacking on their attacking bias down at the front, which means that they will be pushing people forward and they'll be slightly more aggressive in doing so. It shows a bit of intent and the desire for Turkmenistan to be able to pull this off.
They need the points.
Ball forward here, looking for Depay. Keeper comes out and claims it. Well, yeah, I think at this stage of the group, and that's why I think we're hearing all of these, the animation that we're hearing is every point and every important moment is vital to almost survival within this competition. As we see, Frenkie de Jong wins the ball back here. Here's Ousmane Dembele. Nice little bit of footwork there just to Right himself through, made the pass. It's Depay over to Rafinha. Depay was the man looking for the ball there. It's won back though in midfield. Nice recycle there. Here's Lewandowski in towards Depay. Tries to take the stunning strike. Haven't seen any of those today. Haven't seen any stunning strikes or stunning crosses. I don't think that will be the last one that we'll see attempted though. For some of the games that are on the slate still on our schedule today. If you are looking for a heavyweight contest in the future, we've got quite a few of them on the deck here today. This one is proving to be one full of intrigue. As we see Rafinha, he's got Lewandowski looking to run ahead, but pass gets played inside. Here's De Jong, now he finds Lewandowski, now he looks for Depay, but the ball is snuffed out here. Austria looking to try and give themselves some type of hope here.
And we have a record number of viewers in the live stream. Thank you very much. We are more than doubling yesterday's number. That means that people are enjoying it, are sharing it. So thank you very much and keep doing it. I want to say hi to Haris Kamal, to Seth Nico, to Pelo Kuro, to Absurd Suka Gaming. Thank you very much for being here. We do this stream just because of you guys. Thank you very much, Mr. Black, Rizal, Sport, Po Boy, well, all of them who are here watching this.
But they're about to see potentially could be a goal on here. 3-on-2 opportunity. Oh, and the ball gets caught in Dembele's tracks. He isn't able to capture it and get it under his spell. And instead, ball is now coming back the other way. And this could be a vital counter-attacking opportunity. Dembele looking forward. This game is starting to open up just a little bit more now. It's not long left on the clock, and this could be one error too many here. Yes. Turkmenistan look to aim to get it back here. It's Ousmane Dembele, and again, it's good defending. Again, we're seeing this. It's quite a well-balanced game, which, again, I'm glad that our viewers are tuning into and watching because, again, you're looking at two sides that are attacking and defending at will. It's not a passive game of eFootball. It's very much engaged.
Exactly, and I say also hello to Agong, to One Autumn Leaf, to Sahal, Iqbal. Excuse my pronunciation. I'm trying to do my best. I want to hear you pronunciating in Spanish, but you know I'm very happy to be here. Because
I wouldn't dream of trying to step on your Spanish toes of that language. Not a chance.
You know that everybody speaks about diversity. This is a diverse tournament, and
Absolutely.
I enjoy it, and I'm thankful for it.
It's an opportunity there for Turkmenistan, just a step offside. They were really, really, really in prime position there. Had they have stayed onside, it would have just given them enough time and enough of an opportunity to maybe make a chance there.
Yes.
But now we see substitutions, gives us a little bit of time to really kind of catch our own breath almost.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, you look at the formations, we've seen this a lot in terms of three at the back for Barcelona in terms of what we can see. But what we can see as well, though, is personnel change. Ansu Fati coming on, Sergio Busquets coming on one side of the field. Instead, on the other side, Ferran Torres, who has been used by almost every player who's used Barcelona. Ferran Torres has been the lock pick.
You've called Ferran Torres more than your fiancé.
Yes, yeah, pretty much, yeah. And she will happily tell you that too. Although you're saying that in terms of time difference probably wouldn't be a good thing at this point in time. But we digress. In terms of Ferran Torres, I think he's probably one of the, as you've said, one of the most called names that we have heard because he's so integral if you're going to perform well with the Barcelona side.
And people ask here, when will we see India? Well, I hope to have India on the stream. Why not? Of course. And they will see why they will always pick Barcelona. Well, they have to use the officially licensed team. Mm-hmm. You have quite teams.
You have quite a selection. Hold that thought. We may have a chance here. My spidey sense is tingling. Ball driven into the box. Oh!
Almost.
What a chance.
Almost.
My heightened senses of eFootball have not deserted me just yet. I thought there was going to be a chance. There was, and it was so razor-edged. It's just an unfortunate way of taking that shot on, but there is opportunity still here to go. As you can see, bottom of your screen here, Austria have gone full red, which means there's going to be gaps here. And Turkmenistan may be able to pull off a strike here. Oh, big block. Massive block.
When you say full red, you're not speaking about the face of the player.
No. Full red in terms of actual speak is all-out attack is what we're looking at.
His face is matching.
It may have been the pressure that may be here. It's still on here. Ball is down into the box. It's a bit of a strike from Kunde, and you wouldn't expect him to put it in from there. But yeah, in terms of what you were saying, in terms of, yes, for the chat of those, if you're checking about Barcelona, you can only use officially licensed teams in this tournament. Not only that, they are stat or uniform balance. There's a good save there. It's an opportunity, maybe just creaking open here. This may just end in a draw, or it may have one more opportunity. Here's Lewandowski. He's cleared away. Chance is still there.
That kill was dangerous.
Chance is still here. Chance is still alive. Jordi Alba into the box, looking for Ferran Torres. It's cleared down and away. Oh, I thought we were going to see an absolute pile driver there, but instead it goes to a draw.
Whoa, listen to listen to the crowd.
When you think about, in terms of the games that the two games that we've just witnessed, as we said before, you don't have to be the kind of the prettier nations. You can be nations who may not necessarily have a lineage within esports. I'll tell you something though, both of those nations have been incredibly proud of those two players, because that was a fantastic game to watch.
Yes, and people enjoy it here. So for me, when you have other players cheering, other professional players cheering and watching the game as they were like this, what is happening here, what they will do, that's an important sign. That's a match you want to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
So these are the kind of matches that we're having today. Let's see the highlights, and we will see why this game
was so entertaining. That's the only word I can think of it. It's so balanced. I mean, in terms of we talk of the ability. It was that slowdown from Austria there. He was in a full sprint with Lewandowski, managed to just slow himself down before taking the shot. This ball in here, again, big save. Again, in the context of the game at the time. And again, we saw chances here. There was that very controversial takedown by a goalkeeper. Ref did not give it. Instead, we've seen deflections, and we saw, again, just the ability to convert. If the chance is there, you convert. And we talk about chances. Lovely little kind of almost deft header from Lewandowski. And again, in terms of quality, they were so close to getting that equaliser in that first game. Again, the right moves were made. Instead, this is the second game. Beautiful acrobatic finish there, which really set the tone. But of course, couldn't find the extra goal.
So we have still more matches to come. I want to see also to take my time and start doing the math.
Do you need a wall chart? Is that what we need? We need a wall chart for the World Esports Championships. We'll get a wall chart.
With 106 nations playing, we need a lot of wall.
That's going to be a lot of paper. We'll no doubt. I think we'll be looking at the player stats next up here.
Yes.
Well, I'm hoping to see the graphic in a moment or two. I'm sure it will flash up. But again, it'll be interesting to see how many passes and what possessions and how many saves were caught, because there were so many good saves in that game.
Both of the players have different styles. Both of the players were really good. I will keep an eye on them. But we have more matches coming up, and I think that will be. I will just tell you. Shh, don't tell nobody. Mongolia and Croatia is coming next.
Oh, you've spoiled it now.
Shh.
Well, we'll be back in a minute.
After the break.
Back in a minute. Bye.
Goodbye.